Hello, NFL 5 fans. This is Joseph Ramirez back for another deck tech profile. I'm going to go over the deck that I played at the exhibition this last week. You guys may have seen the video, the all rookie team. Let's get into it. We've got starting with Deontay Johnson from 2019, who is a receive, gain an additional 5 yards, and energize another player. You guys know since the beginning of I've always liked this guy. Thought that he was very underrated in 2019, and then when Adrenaline came out, I was like, this guy just says gain an additional 5 and just keep readying a guy. So um, one of the highlights, really wanted to showcase him into the deck. Of course, Joe Burrow, new star 2019, says that during player designation, I get to choose who tackles. Definitely a really strong card right now that can be done. From 2019, also Devin Singletary on a run 0 through 3, gain an additional 15 yards, and cancel the tackle abilities of the tackler. Another great card in conjunction with Tua. You're getting 30 yards and you're stopping the defensive tackle ability, so that's really, really strong. Of course, there we go. The boy Tua getting ready to go into the start this last Sunday or next week. Yeah, here we go. Uh, Mainstay of the deck, kind of what I really wanted to focus on. Basically, they're all rookies, so they're all going to be under 75 or less. He says during player designation, exhaust, he gains 15 more yards if the runner or receiver has a player rating of 75 or less. Exhaust only during a player designation, so it kind of helps get past on-field adjustments and then gain an extra 15. And like I said, with Singletary, you're looking at 30 plus yards and canceling the abilities of the runner. The good thing about this two combination is it's a 20-yard extra, and I get to ready Tua so that I can do it again, an extra 15, and that's usually all you need to get in the end zone. Chenault Jr. is a exhaust, cancel on a run, cancel the ability of the tackler, exhaust only during player designation. So again, another target, Tua, give it to him, 15 yards, cancel the ability. There you go. It's a real standard staple at this point. We're looking at just all rookies. Probably, I looked at some of the best rookies that you could get. There's a few others that you could probably throw in here. I liked CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb almost took Chenault's place, but I just kind of didn't really want to go through like putting adrenaline on him and then drawing cards. Whatever. I was okay with the defense that I ran. You'll see it was fine. Of course, we see Luke Kuechly. I think is right now one of the staple cards. 2019 says go search for an action deck. For an action card, put in your hand, then discard an action card. I think that in the future, this guy's going to be really amazing, probably better than Wagner. Right now, I think Wagner's better than him, but just something that, kind of have to have. Also, speaking of which, Bobby Wagner, of course, exhaust draw card, staple, mainstay. Like I said, I think Kuechly will be better than Bobby Wagner eventually, but as of right now, you kind of need to run both or run definitely Bobby Wagner over Kuechly just because you want to be able to draw, keep drawing those action cards because he's giving you a +1 and he's netting you nothing. He's just getting you what you need, the tools to search, basically toolboxing it. Of course, one of the best cards in 2019, Melvin Ingram III, ready two dudes, start of the down. It lets you just continue to reuse your defense, which of course one of the best defenses right now I think in the game. Darius Leonard, uncommon 2020. This guy's amazing. Obviously, you get to pick your opponent's designation. It's very strong during player designation, so if they're going to do a run ability or a receive ability or something like that that allows them to cancel or get 15 yards or 10 yards, you just negate it. You just basically tell them which guy's going to run it and or receive it, and it disrupts a lot of offense, a lot of plays. There are a lot of teams that I've played against this guy. It just disrupts the entire game plan. So he's definitely very tough, very nasty, in a conjunction with, of course, Miles Garrett of 2020 says the play gains 15 fewer yards if the runner or receiver does not have a power up attached. Well, with your boy Darius Leonard, you're going to always make sure to choose the one that doesn't have the power up attached, so you get 15 less yards. So this is just a continuous 15 less yards, 15 less yards, 15 less yards. So onto the action deck. Of course, mainstay staples, Adrenaline, super good. There's not much more you can say about that. It's just an amazing card. Pick six. This was a dead card in my hand, but again, when you play against cards that actually throw the ball, I think this is a pretty decent card. Not a whole lot you can say about that. Sack, another defensive staple, good card. Strip sack, another great defensive staple. Try and take the ball away. Energized, in case you need to reuse your Melvin Ingram to ready your two dudes. This is just another great card to ready him, or even ready Tua or something like that to reuse in the next down. Exhaust. Now, exhaust, I think, is another staple mainstay. You just need it for those problematic things. You need to put them sideways. The Darius Leonards on the opposite side, or the Melvin Ingrams, like, just exhaust them, get them out of the way. Don't need to, deal with them, worry about them. Screen pass, because you just got to run in. Sometimes when you go a run, you want to have that stay to be able to switch it to a pass. I think this is really strong. Just 15 yards doesn't seem like a whole lot, but when you say 15 yards, Tua says 15, that's 30. You screen pass it to Johnson, that's an extra 5. So you're gaining 35 yards on a 15-yard give me, basically, and it's really strong. So and then, of course, mainstay staples, outwork, outperform. Can't be said about those that just been staples since 2019, just too good. But one of the newest cards here that I think I'm really starting to enjoy a lot more is Juke. Again, I don't know if you watch the videos, but obviously with Juke, when you go Tua for 15, you go Singletary for 15, you got 30, plus you play this, and that's 40, 40 yards before just whatever the play already is, so an extra 40 yards on top of it. I'm starting to really like the Juke, just because getting that extra 10 can mean the difference between you getting a field goal, getting a touchdown, or even just getting a field goal in range to be able to kick it. Very, very good. Should start looking at these a little bit more. The defensive one, Wrap Up, I think is another one you'll see pretty soon, and that I'll actually play in another deck that I'm working on right now, so keep an eye out on that. As far as the plays, guys, of course, these are always your flavor, your type. Mess around with it, see what you like, see what you don't like, kind of put that in. I'm a balanced type of person, so I like to keep the defense balance, make the play calls kind of spread around. This is a very unique deck build that I have here for the plays. So starting off with long pass and left run and run middle. On this one actually costs 0. One of the main things I did here. Then we got medium pass and defends medium pass. This is on a 1. Then I've got the medium pass that is 5 through 9, and of course run left, run right. So it covers both the sides there. It is a 0. Then we've got short pass. Short pass that defends against a medium pass, 0 through 9, again 20 yards, and is on a 0. So definitely good there, as you can kind of see. Then I've got short pass that defends short pass. Again, this is a 2 through 9, so it fails on a 1 and 0. But you can see again another 1. The grit check is very low on here. The strength power of these are all really, really low, and I did that for the reason of trying to get strip sacks and pick sixes and stuff like that, to keep the low end. But it also helps as far as your grit checks, because you know that you're going to run low, so low 0 to 1. The whole deck is 0 to 1, except for, of course, your special play coming up. So it is all passes, defends all pass, and just a generic pass. You basically use this defensively. I don't know how to stress enough. These cards are not good offensively, but they are amazing defensively, and I'll tell you why. Defensively, of course, stops all pass, right? It just stops all pass. Well, in the game, that if you watch the game, he was playing a Lamar deck, which basically is mainly all runs. Well, because I knew they were all runs, I can safely play this card, and it can help me pick X and make it a 0 run, which means he gets 0 yards. So if they flip over a 3, you're like, I'll choose 7 for this, make it a 0. So not only does it have a great standing of being able to stop all passes if they throw it, it's there to be able to say, like, I can pick the number that I need. It's good to note that this also counts as 0 when grit checking, so it's another 0 cost card that does the pass. Then we've got offensively run right, which is defend, run left, run middle. Got 2 of these, and they also are a 0 cost. Then we've got run right, defending of the long pass on a 1. Got 2 of those. Then we've got 2 of the run middle that defends middle and left run, which is also a 1 cost. Then we've got the run middle that defends the long pass, and that's 0 strength. And then we've got run left, 2 run lefts, 0 cost, run left, run middle of the defense. And so another 0 cost card. Again, I wanted to keep the grit check low, and I could see how that kind of interfered a little bit with what I was doing on offense. A lot of my grit checks or strengths were basically relying on my opponent to have high stuff. A lot of times I would get, 10 or 15 yards, which is all I really needed, because 10 or 15 yards plus 15 yards from Tua, that's 30 yards, plus 15 more, basically made it 45 yards plus whatever. And so it was just enough to be able to get in there. I probably would change this up in the future. I was just testing it to try and see if I could get the grit checks for strip sack and fumble and stuff like that. But I'm thinking with this particular deck, I'll probably change these. Again, the play types would be the same, but I think I would probably change the grit. And now that we have enough passes, the play strengths would be like 3s. Basically, just do all 3s. And then that knows that, like, if they flip over a 0, I'm getting 15 yards on a run plus whatever else that I can get. Or if they flip over a 3, now we're talking 6, and we're looking at 30 yards plus 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 plus. So it's really strong. I'm thinking the 3 or 4 number is going to be perfect there, and we're going to try and see how that runs out. But until next time, guys, I'm going to get a couple other decks out to you soon. Probably work on one this weekend, test it out, and kind of try and get a little bit more content going here for you guys. I know a lot of people have been asking for more videos for gameplay. I want to try and get more gameplay videos out to you guys as soon as I can get the right setup to be able to showcase that. Then that way I can try and kind of bring you something a little bit more, so that we can get maybe an idea of something going on for there. But until then, guys, in 2 weeks there'll be another exhibition match. So hopefully we'll see you guys out there. Come on out to hang out with us, play some games, watch some games even there, and then we'll try and showcase another deck when we go there, and just see how that goes, and have some fun flipping cards. So until next time, guys, you guys have a good one. Later.